Hello PPL fans, Shadow Gaming Hub here, and today I'm super excited to bring you guys week 2 of season 5 of the PPL against Schady and the Bayern Mewnich. I'm filling in for Travis D1 and his Canberra Toucannons this week. He was out on a trip and could not battle Schady, so he asked me to step in for him, which I gladly accepted. Sorry about the late upload and the lack of Teambuilder. We were confused as to where this was going to get uploaded, and ultimately it's getting uploaded to my channel. So sorry about that. But because of the lack of Teambuilder, I'll go into the team real quick with you guys to let you know what we're bringing. First up, we have a Sash kind of suicide lead Quillfish with hazards of spikes, toxic spikes, and then taunt and explosion. Next up, we have an Assault Vest Primarina with Energy Ball, Surf, Ice Beam, and Moonblast, just to eat hits and hit hard. Next, we have a Choice Scarf Latios with Draco Meteor, Thunderbolt, Shadow Ball, and Healing Wish to outspeed the Zard if he gets up to +1, and as long as it doesn't hit the Draco and kill it. And good stab for, or not stab, good coverage for the rest of his team, and Healing Wish in case I need to heal something off late game or early game, depending on how it goes. Arcanine we have up next with the Shed Shell for Doug Trio, with Flare Blitz, Wild Charge, Bulldoze, and Morning Sun. Bulldoze to stop the Zard from getting up past +1 speed, to ensure that Latios can still outspeed. Wild Charge just for good coverage for things like Tapu Fini, Flare Blitz for just good stab, and Morning Sun for some recovery. Next up, we have a Choppleberry Crocodile, just in case he wanted to bring the Medicham, but as you can see, he did not. And he also rounds out our triple Intimidate core of Quillfish, Arcanine, and Crocodile. But with Stealth Rock, Knockoff, Pursuit, and Earthquake. Knockoff to get rid of annoying items and to hit things just regularly hard, like Rotom and Jirachi. Earthquake for good ground stab, of course. And then Pursuit to Pursuit Trap the potential Rachi, which did come. And Stealth Rocks are always nice on a team with Charizard. And finally, but certainly not least, we have Terrakion with the Rock EMZ. We have Double Dance Terrakion with Close Combat Stone Edge, Rock Polish, Swords Dance. So Terrakion's there to stay in the back and sweep late game. Set up one thing depending on if you can or not, and then just kind of win. That's the planio. But that's the team. That's the basic general outline of the team we have. As you can see, Schady brought Rotom, Aerodactyl, Zardex, Tapu Fini, Doug Trio, and Jirachi. So I was really happy to not see the Superior come, and the Medicham not coming too was also wasn't super important, but it was also nice. Just makes the item on Krook a little worthless, which is sad. But let's go ahead and jump on into the battle. Alrighty guys, so we are going to be challenged by Pokemon Trainer Kari, aka Schady. He is a trap indeed, traps are not gay. But he's going to go ahead and lead with his Rotom as we lead with Quillfish. So we're going to go ahead and get an Intimidate off, not that it matters. This is a Rotom after all. But we're going to make a big boy play, turn 1. We're going to go straight for the taunt on the Rotom. I watched his week 1 battle. I have a feeling Will-O-Wisp was coming. Crocodile was pretty obvious switch in. So we're going to go ahead and pull the taunt and then pull the hard switch into Krook on the electric move, which he does end up going for after we get a second Intimidate off on this Rotom. But he goes for the Volt Switch. So here, I see a perfect opportunity to go for Knockoff. I didn't want to Pursuit Trap yet. I didn't want to reveal it. I knew that Tapu Fini was coming in, and I wanted to get rid of its potential recovery as soon as possible, whether it be a berry or leftovers. So I just go straight for the Knockoff. I would have outsped the Rotom, and more than likely killed it unless it was Sash. And it's good to get rid of the lefties on Tapu Fini. So here, Predicting the water or fairy move, I'm just going to switch hard into AV Pre-Marina. He ends up just going for Nature's Madness, and it actually hits. But so that's going to do half to us, which kind of sucks. It means we can't take as many hits. And as we just go for the safe play of Energy Ball, he just switches into Jirachi, which is going to take absolutely nothing from this hit. Now here, we make the play into Crocodile, which was probably strange in Shady's head for me to make, but he ends up going for Psychic, which makes the switch into Krook perfect. And here we Pursuit Trap him, and it almost kills him, but he reveals he's Aya Papa Berry, so that's going to heal him right back up to about 60%. But we successfully Pursuit Trapped the Jirachi pretty much, got rid of its item. Krook's been doing great so far, and we got rid of the leftovers on Tapu Fini. So here, I was really scared of Setup Aerodactyl, because this is one of his Z move users. I was doing calcs, and Knockoff was a 2-hit KO unless I got absolutely 2 min rolls. And as you can see there, I did not get a min roll on that. So it's guaranteed 2-hit KO, and Crocodile is the only thing that can live a hit at +1 from this Aerodactyl. I didn't want to burn the Sash on Quillfish yet, just because a good safe backup to go boom is always nice. And I could live this hit, so I was like, I can Healing Wish Crocodile back up at the end if I have to. Got other stops, and then to Zardex, and then he brings in Doug Trio, and I was just like, oh yeah, I forgot this was a Mon that existed. I'm trapped, I can't do anything, and Krook goes down, which is unfortunate. My pretty much biggest stop to Zardex setting up is gone. So here I'm kind of forced to go out into Quillfish to try to scare him out with water, with like Waterfall Aqua Jet or something like that. But I actually don't have any Water Stab, as you guys know. So we end up just going for a layer of spikes to, one, force his Finny to defog if his Dougie's something like Sash, and 2, to make sure even though this Jirachi's not physical, that it can't U-turn around even if it has it as much. It'll be worn down a lot. So here we hard switch into Pre-Marina on the Jirachi Psychic, and then Surf as the Rotom comes in for and both of us got really confused at this damage roll because neither of us realized Pre-Marina was in Torrent range yet. But we do like 99% to this Rotom. Then go ahead and pull the safe switch out into Lottie as he Volt switches right into Jirachi. Jirachi. Couldn't remember if he went into Finny here or not. But as you can see, he's going to take that Spikes damage, which is nice. Then he's going to pull a double right back out into Rotom, probably predicting my switch right back out into Pre-Marina, even though Psychic would have 2-hit KO'd from the range it was at. So we just go for a safe Shadow Ball, hoping that the Jirachi didn't have T-Wave or potentially get like a Thunderbolt Para on me since he's special. And he ends up going hard out into Finny after Rotom goes down. So obviously we're locked into Shadow Ball. We don't want to be in. He's going for the defog. Here's a good opportunity to bring in Pre-Marina safely. Oh, excuse me, I have to yawn. Sorry, early morning recordings. But here, after he defogs, we make a little bit of an over-prediction and we go straight for the Surf, trying to predict him to switch out as he ends up just staying in and going for the Moonblast to get some damage off on this thing. And he ends up getting the special attack drop, which matters a lot and means this Energy Ball here cannot kill. So Pre-Marina is going to go down to another Moonblast. But Tapu Fini is at pretty much like 10%, so like anything can kill this thing. I'm gonna pull the safe switch into Arcanine here, and just go straight for the wild charge, in case he wants to bring in the Zard on a hard read switch, but I didn't think he'd want to do that. I didn't think he'd switch straight into Dougie. The only way he lived a Flare Blitz was if he was absolutely max defense and it was still a roll. But either way, I didn't want to risk it. I just went straight for the wild charge. Is he brings in Dougie, we're going to reveal his Shed Shell, switch out right into Latias, and he ends up going for a Memento, which I was not expecting for him to do, but it ends up giving him a fully safe switch into his Zard to set up, which is super scary. But we still have Arcanine around. We're going to go ahead and get the Intimidate off as we switch in. He's going to go ahead and Mega Evolve up. Dragon goes Roar, and he's going to go ahead and Dragon Dance. So this is always a terrifying sight to see a Zardex setting up in front of you. But luckily, I can take a hit from this Zard. He knows that, and he needs to outspeed my potentially Scarf Latias in his mind. So he goes to set up a second Dragon Dance as I go for Bulldoze, successfully keeping him only at +1 speed, making sure that Latias can outspeed and kill as long as we don't miss a Draco. So we're going to go hard in the Lottie, just hit Draco. Jirachi's not going to want to take the Draco either way. So we go for Draco, and luckily we do not miss. The Zard goes down, and all he's got left is like a 55% Jirachi. So he goes in here. I'm doing calcs for Special Jirachi, and Terrakion is 100% a switch in here, unless he's like... Yeah, no, but he was Eye of Papa Berry, so that doesn't even matter. Yeah, but he ends up just going for a Calm Mind, hoping that I stayed in with Lottie. It was really all he could do to win, even though Terrakion just outspeeds and kills with close combat. So we are going to take the game over Schady 3-0. I was super happy with this game. I made a couple questionable plays in other people's minds, but what matters is that I won for Trav 3-0, and I beat Schady 3-0. So it was a very big game for the season between Trav and Schady, and I was really happy that I was able to come in clutch for Trav and take it. So thank you guys for watching. Definitely make sure to check out both Trav, Schady, and the rest of the PPL coaches in general, respectively. So they're all great people, great battlers, and best community ever. So if you guys enjoyed, leave a like, and go check out the PPL. And that's all I got for you today. Till next time, deuces.